Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Commissioners. I appreciate your indulgence tonight. I'm pretty proud of what I want to tell you about tonight. About a year ago, I asked and for some time, I think Dana Watkins, who runs our IT department, would agree with me. I put a lot of heat on our IT department because I'm very keen on the efficiencies and the capabilities that are present in a vibrant IT department. As you see before you, we don't hear the rustling of papers in this chamber anymore. We have an electronic agenda, and we support that through a very superlative IT department. But a couple of years ago, we embarked on an effort to improve our communication skills with our public in an environment that grows leaps and bounds by communication through the internet, and that focused on our website. Now, I want to tell you that I also was concerned that we did or did not. I didn't know if we did, but I was concerned that we might have some vulnerabilities to hacking and attacks. You may not be aware, but there are some 5,000 probes on Oklahoma websites every single day. Some of those are state-sponsored by foreign countries. Some of them are hackers. Some of them are cyber terrorists. So we had our IT capabilities and our website and our server and our personnel and our procedures canvassed by a national firm, and Dana and his department got glowing remarks. In fact, they were cited as one of the best in the state, and in fact not one of the best in the nation. So we had the opportunity to hire on some bright folks, and one of the folks who interviewed to be my EA almost 3 years ago was a young gentleman named Derek Silas. Now, Derek came with some incredible skills in addition to being those that he presented to me for consideration. And I asked him at the time, looking at his skill set, if he wouldn't be more interested in making a bigger impact at Enid by working in our IT department as our webmaster, among other responsibilities. And Derek, I want you to come forward here and join me. And Dana, I want you also to come here, because I want to talk about these two folks and what they've done for our community. I asked Dana and Derek to help me develop a website that would deliver to our community that which it is not only deserving, but one which would be interesting, one that would be multi-capable, and one that would be successful. And I said, Derek, what are you going to do for me? I said, I want the best website in the state. And I have here tonight the Savvy Award. Now, I'm not going to go through a litany of what that is, but in the world that evaluates websites nationwide, that entity scored Enid's as not only the best in the state, but the best in the United States. And I want to present this award to Derek and Dana tonight for their efforts that made that possible. Offer some thoughts. And don't tell me you don't have anything to say, because every time I say, you always argue with me. So.
We had a great time doing the website, and I just want to thank also the development team. We got about 10 to 15 people with the City of Enid, a veteran, and I think another person from another business to kind of sit on our board. And we had a great time. We polled the citizens on what they would like to see with the graphic design, and we came up with a good design. So I just want to also thank those people for their efforts as well.
I'd like to thank that group too. Without that group, they made the decisions and picked out the backgrounds and the colors, and it was painful at times, but we got really good results. And I'd also like to thank Mr. Benson, because without his backing, we never could have had a website like this. Thank you.
I appreciate your indulgence tonight, Mayor, Commissioners. It gives me great pleasure to highlight the skill set of the folks who make this community my hometown. And as I've often said, I've had a lot to choose from, but Enid's the one I chose and the one I'm going to stay in. The other thing is, be careful what you ask for, because they'll give you more than you sought.
Thank you, guys. I spoke to a group a couple of weeks ago and asked those individuals how many of them had a computer and browsed the internet, and several raised their hand. And I mentioned to check the City of Enid's website. It will give you more information than you can digest, and hopefully they are doing that. But it's the coming way of communicating, and go out there and look at the City of Enid website. It'll surprise you how much information is there. Job well done. And personally, I want to thank the IT department for being so helpful. They bent over backwards to help us, and I'm sure that resonates throughout the City of Enid.